Is 315-215-1148. 315-215-1148. And I'm with you in central Illinois on a cold, rainy day. And I'm trying to get my co-host in here. So, if you can talk, George, talk. Can you hear me, George? George? Hello, George. Well, this isn't looking too good for again tonight as far as getting my co-host in here. I kind of didn't plan on being alone again this weekend, so I'm going to try to work this out a little bit, find out what the problem is. We were good 2 weeks ago, and now we're not. And I can't figure out what the world. He's not coming in. Can you hear me, George? George? Well, we have a lot of events coming up here. Once again, I'll speak about some of those events. I want to be pushing the mile, the Springfield mile. I'm trying to call George again here. See if he answers. Hello, George? I have no idea. Why George is not answering. Everything seems to be working okay on my side here. George, can you speak if you can hear me? George? One of these days we're going to get this thing straightened out so no one has any problems at all on this. And this is about live radio. Computer says that. Yeah, well, I believe he's having some technical problems there, so. Anyway, we're going to talk about the Springfield Mile again. And it's coming up on May. I got the dates in front of me somewhere here. I'm just going to have to wing us through the night here. If anyone hasn't seen the Springfield Mile, then you need to get out there and see it. Springfield Mile. Springfield, Illinois. They had the mile race for the flat track, and it is on the 24th of May. And on the 23rd of May, the day before, they'll have the amateurs running flat track in the morning, early afternoon, and then they'll run the pros and experts on Saturday night. So get out there and see them, support them, good races. Per hour, and they're throwing their bikes sideways, and if you haven't got a chance to ever see that, it's pretty awesome. Nobody wants to see any accidents, and unfortunately, there's been fatalities in many of those races actually, and when you're going that fast and metal with body and dirt just doesn't account for anything when it comes to you take a lot of injuries on. I used to race it myself, and I most certainly took some injuries on too. I started slowing down after I fractured my back one year, and a guy that high-sided right in front of me, and I went over top of him, and that was bad news. So I started slowing down right then, and I ended up missing some work because of the course, because the back was fractured in two places. But you know what? Once you got it in your blood, it's hard to get out of it. I just can't do it anymore. So I would love to, but a lot of my friends are still doing it, older than I am. So, but anyway, we got the Peoria TT again on August 16th too. If you've never seen that, a TT race is 2 left-hand turns, 1 small right-hand turn, and a jump. Where the flat track, like the short track, and the half mile is 2 oval left-hand over turns. So it's pretty exciting. And my call-in number, I could sure get somebody to call in since I wasn't prepared to be here by myself tonight. 315-215-1148, where you can blog me on here too. Let's see. I have a few seconds. I'm getting somebody coming in here. You can put me in, get me in on the chat list on Spreaker.com. That is Spreaker. Spreaker.com, and pull in Patriots on Wheels. Patriots on Wheels. And you can chat with me there if you don't want to call in. I'm going to check again. I believe George is having technical problems on his side. But anyway, hey, this year, can't wait to go to Sturgis. 75 years of it, and this is going to be a very exciting year for me because I hope I'm going to be launching a new product by then. And I'm not going to mention it yet because the product is still being made. And I guess it'll be a safety product for everybody. Everybody could use it, motorcycle and car. So I'm excited to let you guys know about that, you girls and guys, about it, and everybody could use it. So anyway, call in number 315-215-1148, or look up Spreaker.com, and you can Patriots on Wheels, and you can chat with me. So I can get somebody to call in. That'd be great. There, I just threw my first chat to somebody. Never done that before. So evidently I missed somebody last weekend. Didn't have it done. And anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit about family here. I got a little bit of a funny story. My grandson just turned 2 years old here a month ago, and I had him for about 7 days. Here a couple weeks ago. Excuse me. And his name is Bryson. Okay, smart kid. He's alert. Anyway, I was getting him to say Papa, Papa. I'd tap on my chest, Papa. That's who I am. You're not Papa, I'm Papa. So anyway, I'm sure people probably had to deal with that before, but he's a funny little guy. Someday he'll be hopefully owning all my motorcycles someday, inheriting it, and picking up in my place. To bring on that Anderson name. So, but anyway. There's a lot going on in the country right now. There's a lot of people stepping up that maybe run for president. You know, we got Ron Paul, got Hillary Clinton. Hillary. I will be honest about it. I do not like Hillary. I have never liked Hillary. You know, as far as she's been a liar, and there's been evidence, plenty of it out there, being a liar. So, if anybody wants to rant that they disagree with me about that, call in or go in on the chat line. And either rant, rave, argue, doesn't matter. Call me in. Once again, the call-in number is 315-215-1148. You're there, you can chat me on Spreaker.com at Patriots On Wheels. I'm still trying to figure this out, what the deal is with George. Because we had some stuff we were going to talk about tonight about memberships and about getting involved and about your voice counting for something. Like A-Bait. Get involved with your A-Bait of Illinois. Your voice counts. People say, well, some people I've heard say, you know what, join, they take my money, they don't do nothing, my voice doesn't get heard. That's a bunch of bull. Your voice does get heard. Go to the meetings and they can hear you, okay? And everybody's got some input into it. So, I got somebody here trying to give me an idea how to get George pulled in. So right now I'm going to go to another song, Leonard Skinner. And who doesn't like Leonard Skinner, right? So this is That Ain't My America by Leonard Skinner. This is John Fireball Anderson at Patriots on Wheels. And I'll be right back.
Sometimes I wanna light up underneath the no smoking sign. Sometimes I wish they'd tell me how justice got so blind. I wish they'd just leave me alone, 'cause I'm doing alright. You can take your change on down the road and leave me here with mine. 'Cause that ain't my America, that ain't this country's roots. You wanna slam old Uncle Sam, but I ain't letting you. I'm mad as hell and you know I still bleed red, white, and blue. They ain't us, that ain't my America. That ain't my America. Yeah, I was standing there in Dallas, waiting on a plane. I overheard an old man tell a young soldier thanks. The young soldier hung his head and said, it's hard to believe you're the only one who took the time to say a word to me. And the old man said, that ain't my America, that ain't this country's roots. You wanna slam old Uncle Sam, but I ain't letting you. Yeah, I'm mad as hell and you know I still bleed red, white, and blue. They ain't us, that ain't my America. That ain't my America. It's to the women and men in their hands that hold a Bible and a gun. And they ain't afraid of nothing when they're holding either one. Now there's kids that can't pray in school, $100 tanks of gas. I can tell you right now, this country ain't supposed to be like that.